In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 luxury features of the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. The Cullinan is all about luxury and ostentation, which is what Rolls-Royce excels at. When the hyper-luxury vehicle company named its first ever SUV after the world's biggest diamond, it sent a clear statement. Despite the fact that many traditionalists dislike the Cullinan's ostentation and square appearance, the marque's entrance into the SUV category was critical in order to cash in on a growing market and increase sales, which it has done very well since its introduction in 2018. Let's look at the Rolls-Royce Cullinan in more detail. The Cullinan is all about comfort and outrageous levels of ostentation. It's what Rolls-Royce does best, and the company has gone even farther with this model. Because most Rolls-Royce clients these days are oil potentates and mega-rich, blingy business people from the Far East and the United States, not understated city gentlemen. And if you're extremely wealthy, you'll want to brag about it, which is why the gaudy Cullinan, a square, 2.7-ton Goliath as subtle as a porker with a gold tooth, exists. It ain't pretty. While there are other super luxurious off-roaders vying for road space, such as the Bentley Bentayga and the Lamborghini Urus, both of which are more sporty, none provides the same degree of comfort. When you open the door, the car's suspension automatically lowers the body by 40 mm to make it easier to get in. You just push a button to shut the door once you're inside. That isn't all, however. The Cullinan's reputation as a luxurious fast train are enhanced with standard massage chairs and an optional, electrically controlled extending trunk with lounge space. Because, regardless of what Rolls marketing geniuses claim, the Cullinan is all about having fun and forgetting about the pointless 0 to 60 obsession, although if you must know, it can reach 60 miles per hour from a standstill in 5 seconds. The Cullinan comes equipped with an automatic transmission, self-leveling air suspension, and a twin-turbocharged 6.75-liter V12 engine that delivers peak torque at just 1,600 revolutions per minute. It's not about boisterous, seat-of-the-pants driving. Here are top 10 luxury features of Cullinan. Number 10. It can go off-road if you wanted to. It's common knowledge that taking a Rolls-Royce off-road is blasphemy. They were never intended for that. Instead, they were created to float down a length of road, engulfing their occupants in complete isolation. The Cullinan is the first car to have the spirit of ecstasy on the bonnet and to be capable of handling difficult terrain. Yes, the Cullinan can go off-road, despite being more geared toward luxury. Rolls-Royce understands that owners and chauffeurs will not want to fiddle with locking diffs and predetermined terrain settings, therefore AWD is controlled by a simple on/off button. If you enable it, you'll be able to take the Cullinan to areas where other Rolls-Royce vehicles would be terrified. Number 9. Lots of power. Even though the Cullinan is essentially a tank with a leather inside and weighs over 6,000 pounds, a vehicle of this class would be foolish if it didn't have a strong engine to pull it along. It's a good thing the Cullinan has a lot of muscle. The classic Rolls-Royce 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12, previously utilized in the Phantom and now the Ghost, is housed under the extended hood. The power output remains unchanged, at 563 horsepower and a staggering 701 pound-feet of torque. Despite its hefty weight, the Cullinan can accelerate from 0 to 60 in only 4.5 seconds. Number 8. Infinite personalization. Yes, many vehicles today allow for some degree of customization. Maybe they'll allow you have a different roof color, or some vividly colored inside furnishings. The Cullinan, however, takes this to a somewhat higher degree than the rest of Rolls-Royce's range. In this instance, somewhat higher implies that your Cullinan may be really unique, a true one-of-a-kind. Rolls-Royce can do almost anything you want to your Cullinan if you have the money. The Arabian Peninsula, for example, is hand-painted on the hood of one model. Cullinan, meanwhile, is pink on almost every surface thanks to YouTuber Jeffree Star. Number 7. You can have a drink in the rear seats. Obviously, when you have a car as luxury as this, you will most likely have someone drive you about in it, which means you will spend the most of your time in the back seats. In the rear of your Cullinan, Rolls-Royce has ensured that you enjoy a really luxurious experience. There are a variety of rear seat choices available, but the individual rear seat package is unquestionably the best. Rolls-Royce includes 2 high-end champagne flutes as well as a chilled storage box for your champagne bottles or a good, high-quality spirit alcohol. Do you have a unique event to commemorate? In the rear seat of the Cullinan, you and a companion may have a drink or two. Number 6. The doors can close automatically. The Cullinan is the first SUV in the world to have coach doors. Both sets of doors open to a 90-degree angle, making entrance and departure into the vehicle the simplest and most elegant. Unfortunately, there is a little issue with the 90-degree opening. It's a bit of a stretch to shut the door yourself after you slid into the plush leather seats. Of course, you could go with the tried and true method of having your chauffeur shut it for you. You don't even have to do that with the Cullinan, just push a button, and the door will shut for you. Yes, you may perform this on each of the 4 doors. Number 5. It analyzes the surface ahead, and then adjusts the suspension. Many vehicles claim to be designed for comfort, but no car can compare to a Rolls-Royce in terms of comfort. As a consequence, Rolls-Royce determined that the Cullinan could not afford to take any risks when it came to comfort, and no sacrifices could be made. Of course, air suspension comes standard on the Cullinan, but it gets better. A facility at the Cullinan examines the road in front of you. It will adjust the dampers ahead of time if it detects any undulations or flaws, ensuring that you don't feel anything inside. Number 4. Yes, it has an umbrella too. This is perhaps one of Rolls-Royce's most recognizable and well-known characteristics, and it's so amazing that it's worth repeating. Consider the scenario: you're attending a conference or a gala on a wet day, and you don't want your suit or gown to be drenched. Rolls-Royce has an answer. A branded, and costly, umbrella is hidden in a tiny compartment in the rear doors. With the touch of a button, the driver may deploy it, give it to you, and you can arrive at your appointment without becoming wet. The umbrella will dry quicker after you've finished your day since the storage cubby is heated. Number 3. The RR badge on the wheels. This, like the umbrella, is a signature element of Rolls-Royce, and it would be remiss if it didn't make an appearance here as well. The Rolls-Royce emblem in the middle of the wheels, however, always remains upright. Despite the fact that this has been a feature on Rolls-Royce vehicles for decades, it is nevertheless fascinating to behold. The RR logo remains upright regardless of how fast or slow you're driving, so there's no doubt if you're in the world's most luxury SUV. Number 2. Unparalleled Luxury. Everyone knows that the ideal place to be when dealing with a Rolls-Royce is inside. There isn't a single lower rent material in the Cullinan's interior, and everything you can see or touch is made of the highest quality materials. The Cullinan doesn't have the magnificent gallery art exhibit that the Phantom does, but it's still sufficiently opulent. The leather-covered surfaces, the optional genuine wool floor rugs, the abundance of wood and polished metals, and, of course, the most up-to-date technology are all designed to make your trip as pleasant and secure as possible. Number 1. Even the name. Cullinan may strike you as an odd name, particularly because it deviates from Rolls-Royce's ghoul and ghost naming tradition. Even the name of the super luxury SUV is exquisite, as it turns out. The Cullinan is named after the world's biggest flawless diamond, the Cullinan Diamond. It weighs 1.5 pounds and has 3,000 carats, yes, really. It was found in 1905 in South Africa. It is currently owned by the Queen of England, which is quite appropriate. It doesn't get much more opulent than that. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates.